Hi everyone, it's Annalisa and welcome. I want to talk about the law of detachment in this video, and I think this is really important for those of you that are on this twin flame crazy connection that you're on. And we know that the divine feminines are typically the ones that are in chasing energy, while the divine masculine is the one running from the chasing energy. So letting go of an outcome and allowing your energy to chase someone else, chase your divine masculine, is what the law of detachment talks about, is letting go of that energy and surrendering to the universe. And I know this can be very, very difficult for the divine feminines because many of you out there are stuck in that runner chaser dynamic where your divine masculine comes back in and then they leave. They come back in and then they leave. And this is part of what occurs in this connection. And this can go on for a very long time if you allow it. What's important to remember is that if your divine masculine is not coming in the energy that you want them to come into, it's really important to set boundaries in place and detach, because that runner chaser, like I said, can go on for a very, very long time unless you put boundaries in place. And that is part of the law of detachment, because if you don't put boundaries in place, you're saying it's okay for you to be treated in the way that they are treating you. Now, they are not doing anything to you. Any behaviors, any actions that you see from your divine masculine, it's coming from your own self-concept. There is nothing to change but yourself. You're not changing your divine masculine. It's putting in place an energy for yourself where you're detaching from any outcome. You're detaching from any behaviors that are not conducive to what is making you happy. And the divine feminine really needs to stand in their own power to allow the law of detachment to work for them, knowing and realizing that the more that you love yourself, the more that you work on your self-concept, the more that your divine masculine will show up in the way that you want them to. But putting up with breadcrumbs, putting up with the way they come back in and leave, come back in and leave, it's not helping you, and you can get stuck in this cycle for years and years. And I have actually coached many clients where they have been stuck in this type of connection. So it's really important to really look at the law of detachment as a way where it's going to benefit you, divine feminines out there, because you manage this energy. It's all up to you. Blaming your divine masculine by the way they come in is not going to work. What's going to work is detaching from that energy, and whatever way that means for you. Now, maybe that means blocking your person. Maybe that means not responding to your person. Maybe that means getting rid of their phone number. There's so many ways that you can detach. And I'm not saying to you which way you should be doing it. You'll know what is best for you, because the more breadcrumbs that you're putting up with, the more and the longer this cycle continues. When you detach and really follow the law of detachment, you work on yourself, right? You're pulling that energy back to you, and you work on your own self-concept. You work on those wounds that are still coming up. And the reason that you are going back to your divine masculine and putting up with that type of behavior is because you're not feeling whole and complete on your own. So really working on yourself and really transmuting that lower energy and alchemizing that energy while you're in your own space is going to be really important. And that is why the separation is so, so important. Separation is preparation. And it doesn't mean that you'll never be together. It means that you have some more inner work to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's really important to detach from an outcome and allow the universe, allow your higher self to guide you every step of the way. And you do that by going inward. You do that by noticing what's coming up for you, working on that energy and transmuting and alchemizing that lower dense energy that's keeping you stuck. Putting the focus back on you and setting up a routine on a regular basis to raise your vibration, because putting up with behavior from your divine masculine is just keeping you stuck, and that can go on, like I said, for a very long time. And that is where the pain comes in. And I hear so many divine feminines really in so much agony, in so much pain. You know, I'm done with all this. I hope they never come back. They're with a karmic, right? So it cannot come back in when you're in that energy. So pulling it back, detach from an outcome, let it go. You can never lose your divine masculine, never, ever, because you're the same energetic field. You're one energetic soul. So you can never lose them. And you're actually releasing the fear-based energy that you have, which is actually keeping you stuck, because that is why you keep putting up with that type of behavior, because you fear that you'll never be with them in union, in 3D union. So you're actually giving your power away to your divine masculine. You're allowing them to be on the pedestal, which is not what you want. Who's supposed to be on that pedestal, divine feminines, right? You're supposed to be on that pedestal. You're the only one in the universe, right? Everyone else is an illusion. Everyone else that is in your circle is a projection of your thoughts and emotions. Although there are billions of people on the earth, you're here to have an experience, and your soul is allowing you to have this experience. But you are the manifester. You are the creator of your own experiences. So when you detach from an outcome, you allow your higher soul to connect again. Because we know that in this twin flame connection, the divine feminines have been traumatized most of their life. And your divine masculine came in to help you see the love that you are. You are that love. You are pure love. You don't need anything or anyone to make you happy. So you have to find that happiness on your own first before they can come in a loving way, in a nurturing way. But you must nurture yourself first. And that is why they came in, to help you find your inner truth, your inner soul, and connect with it. You are the soul, right? This body that you have is just a vessel that you live in. You are actually the soul. Your divine masculine is your soul. So allow your soul to guide you and detach from the outcome when you're interacting with them and they're not coming back in the way, in a conducive way. Now, if you're stuck in separation for a long time, then it's time to really work on yourself and really truly do that inner work. And if you need help with this, feel free to reach out. I do have coaching sessions. I'm more than happy to work with you to help you figure out how to do that inner work. I also have a course available. I have activations available. I have my workshops that I do once a month as well. But this journey doesn't have to be as difficult as some of you out there are really suffering and really going through a dark night of the soul, which can be lasting too long, right? Because I know what it's like to be in that dark night of the soul. And I'm sure many of you out there have gone through it or are going through it. And it's no fun to go through that. Although that is part of the experience that we have to go through. Because you have to see the dark in order to know that you are the light. And that is the law of polarity as well. But the law of detachment is so very important, is to energetically detach and not to be in push energy, and really know how to do that true core inner work, because you can be stuck. And I've talked to many that have been stuck in this vicious cycle for many, many years. So detaching from the outcome and allowing your higher self to guide you on this journey. I hope this was helpful. If you need help, I do have a website, inthehiddenkingdom.com. Sending you so much love.